What's going on, y'all? It's been continued success for me on the stock market. That's mainly because of one stock, so I'm gonna get into that later in the video. I hope y'all can see me all right. Y'all might not even be able to read what this says, but it says good vibes. You know, it's good vibes around here, man. You know, just a blessed individual trying to share some knowledge, share what I've gained. As I admit that I don't really know much. I am still a beginner. Like I said in the last video, I don't know what a candlestick chart is, but I have had the fortunate ability to have a good bit of success early. So I just want to kind of share, you know, my portfolio and the things that I've done so far, explain what I'm kind of looking forward to the future, and keep it as simple as that. So without further ado, I'll throw my phone up here on the screen. So as y'all can see, I'm up 97% in the last year. Been about $2,100, so y'all can do the math. However much I put in, almost double my money. And this is really not even the last year because it's so May, so however many months that is now February. So yeah, I'm going to kind of show y'all what I got going on. These are a few calls I have later, but essentially, yeah, it's just be consistent growth, and then some pretty big spikes. This was a time where I thought I was bad, but like this is things that y'all like. I wish y'all could see how red it was like that week. Like, cause y'all can see right here, I'm at 75%, and I go down to 60%, and so like being down 15% in 1 week, like, that was definitely time. So I wanted to go ahead and let y'all, because it was a time after my last video that we were down too, and I was kind of quiet. I didn't want y'all to hear from me when it talked about the stocks, but yeah, that's just a part of it. The ebbs and flows. That's just a part of the whole stock market. And you just gotta, you know, be patient, wait it out. And they say not to try to time the stock market either, just because it is very unpredictable. But yeah, here it is in last year, as clear as it is. No hiding anything. I do recommend Robinhood if y'all are new to it, just because of how easy it is. This app is clean, like it's a clean interface. It's very easy to use. So yeah, as y'all can see right now, I have a few calls for next year. Don't really look at my calls too much. I don't recommend calls, especially if you're a beginner, because y'all don't really y'all don't think about how much money y'all can lose. Like on this Rivian call right here, I believe it's this one. Yeah, look how much money I'm down. So that's one thing y'all don't think about. I really just, like, I was messing around with this call, so please don't take my call serious. I mean, you could maybe look at one of these two. This $4 call, I actually do recommend this one. This is my first leap. So essentially, I'll have this option for 2 years, and I don't want to talk about options too much right now. I don't want to confuse y'all, but yeah, we'll come back to that. Let's just talk about crypto. I don't have much Bitcoin right now. I sold it when it was at like 100,000, but I do have a lot of XRP. I'm waiting for XRP to go back up. I did initially hop in at like $1.20, and I made a ton of money off of it. But as y'all can see, my average cost is kind of higher right now because it was around like 2.8, and that's when the time it had a ton of momentum. So I just threw a bunch of money into it, and it went up. It did me pretty good, but now it's on its way back down. So here we are with it today. But yeah, that's my crypto. But yeah, like I said, there's one stock that's made me a ton of money, and that is clearly Palantir. This is the leverage part, and there was a time I had like 6 or 7 shares of this, and y'all can see the math of it, because with this stock goes up twice as much. So like literally, as y'all can see a month ago, like this stock was only at like $135, like, what is that, 2 weeks ago? And it's at 254. That's the power of these leverage stock. Like, it's in the past month, it went up 140. This stock is, so just to, I feel like I'm sorry for if I'm making it overcomplicated, but this is the original stock. This is what it's normally. So in the past month, this one has went up 61%, which is crazy that it was $70 a month ago. This stock has also made me a lot of, you can clearly see this stock has made me money, and I've sold. So y'all remember this if you're from the last video. I had a lot more shares of Palantir and PTIR then. Like I was saying, this stock is just a double version of that. I do mess with things like this because when its stock is up, you can sell it a little bit. And then I know y'all said not to try to time the stock market, but I'm just going, like, I feel like sometimes some things are, you know, kind of common sense. So if this stock was down a bunch, because it went down a bunch, that's when I would get back in and load back up, waiting for it to go back up, because I think Palantir is a forever hold. Like, I'm mad I've sold. Like, I think I'm gonna keep this 5.5 shares for a minute. It's just gonna be adding on to it the next time it has a big dip. But Redwire is another company that's made me a lot of money. So I don't know how much y'all would want to get into these. I can kind of consolidate my portfolio because most people don't have as much holdings as I do. Don't take this, but do this as just like a little guide to kind of spark your interest. Go ahead, please do y'all's own research. I am not a financial guru, but there are a ton of financial gurus out there that y'all can kind of hear and just take bits and pieces. I would definitely recommend watching my last video as I kind of explain what you should do as a beginner. As I was saying things like the stock market really is just a bunch of common sense and I don't want to simplify it to that much, but common sense and the way that the market are working in current events and stuff like that, it does play a huge part. Because at the end of the day, y'all got to remember the stock market is real company. This isn't just something that you're putting your money in. Kind of like crypto had Dogecoin was where you're just kind of basing it off hype. No, the stock market is real companies, real money that you're putting or real businesses that you're investing in, you're getting a stock of, a share of. So keep that in mind. Don't just be putting your stuff into stuff that you never heard of. That's why every stock that I have, I try to at least do some research. Grab the company that I have Leaps on, and I keep saying I'm gonna get back into Leap, but when I first heard about it, and like I said in the last video, get around people who are into this. Get around the people who do have research, because I do have a beautiful circle of people who are really into it, just classmates, people at school, old friends. I have a ton of people who kind of give me their insights, and that's why I am able to use my naive perspective and that common sense perspective, kind of just see what I like out of the things that they're talking about, the things that they are researching. So that is the method that has really just done me well as a beginner, and that kind of is how I'm able to get away with not ever truly doing the research and doing a bunch of all that. I kind of just let other people do the research for me and take my opinion from that. And I'll pitch in, that's why I want y'all to be informed, so that way when y'all get here, y'all can make interprets and give it back to them and everything. But yeah, Sound is another company that's made me a ton of money. I think it's been down here recently. Yeah, it's been not too bad, but yeah. Rivian is a company that I know y'all probably flamed me in the last video I was telling y'all about because I was saying it's good. And I think y'all can be patient. It's interesting to see how this whole tax credit thing with President Trump's going to work because, it could potentially affect the sales of Rivian, but Rivian's just a really good company. It's a really good car. You see them a lot on the road. And they're in a lot of debt right now. They're finally starting to be a little bit profitable. So Rivian could be a company that's huge for the future because EVs are the future. I believe that's just what it seems. That's one of the things that current events helps me out because I'm somebody who sees laws are requiring certain laws are requiring EVs by a certain time. So Rivian is a company to keep in mind. Like I said, the call has lost me money, so this would be a good time to get into the calls and everything. These expire June 20th. And like I said, I kind of just threw these down out of hype. Don't take them too serious. The Leaps, on the other hand, a Leap it's some wins for something. It's something long term. I don't know, but essentially it's a very long contract. I think it's a year or two minimum or something. It's no true minimum of it, but that's just what's considered. A Leap, again, not a guru, but please don't quote me, but essentially why they're good is because you can buy them at a strike cost. So Leap or Grab is already at $4, so that's the price that it expires at. So essentially, as long as it keeps going up, I'm gonna keep getting money on the Leap. And because this stock is only at $4, I was able to get that contract cheap, and it's just gonna go up exponentially. So I'm glad I got these calls at the price I did because I'm very confident about that. I have 2 years for it to grow. So I know some people with the Palantir Leap, and it's already made crazy money, done wonders to their money. Because that's the thing about options. I said you can lose your money 10 times as fast, but you can also gain your money at a very higher rate. You can gain a lot more money. So options are something to look into if you are experienced and once you get to know what you're doing. But again, I keep telling y'all to be cautious about that because it is a good way to lose money. And shares a lot of times just make more sense and a lot safer. So that's this video. That's just my true pour. I just gave y'all, the true authenticity of it and everything. And let me know any questions y'all have in the comments. Thank you for watching it this far. If you have, and as always, be good, be blessed. Peace.